How you doing, folks? Anthony here from Volvo Cars Wexford, and I'm delighted to be sitting here with Catherine from the Women's Refuge, who has taken a little bit of time to answer a couple of questions we have. Catherine, thanks very much for
No
taking the
problem at all.
time.
Thanks very much for coming down.
Couple of things that we're trying to do, obviously, together is highlight what the Women's Refuge does and what we're going to be doing throughout the year. One of the things that we've noticed is there's a narrow-minded view on what the Women's Refuge does, and there's a perception, I guess, of just one particular area. And I was hoping you might be able to tell us a little bit about what it does and where it extends across.
I'd be delighted to, because it's a concern for me, obviously, as Director of Services, that people who may need our services may think it's just about refuge and coming into refuge. It's a whole lot more than that. In fact, we've only 12 rooms here for women and their children, but that doesn't mean that we don't provide service for every woman that calls our helpline number. So basically, our outreach service and court accompaniment service and advice service is the brunt of our work. And I need people to know, Anthony, that that's a county-wide support. So when people call the 1-800 number, 1-800-220-444, they'll get one of my very skilled team on the other end of that phone. They won't get me, but we have over 15 highly skilled workers, 24/7, every day, including Christmas Day, to answer that helpline call. And that will entail just some advice over the phone, because often a woman may call 6 or 7 times to listen to that advice, because she's actually been very brave at that stage to pick up the phone. Women may be at a different stage, and they may decide, look, I need to do something and I need to do it now. So at that stage, one of our team will arrange to visit the woman in a safe space in their community, or indeed a larger town in the county. So let's say the lady comes from the north of the county, maybe Bunclody. We'll arrange to meet that lady in a safe place, not in the family home for obvious reasons. And if it's not a safe place where she can meet because she's been so coerced, we'll give advice over the phone, okay? And we'll get to that woman to support her. And often what happens there, the outreach worker might visit that woman 2 or 3 times and explain what court orders she's entitled to. And we'll offer a support to accompany that woman to the court, and we'll negate any costs involved with that as well. So I suppose it's a really good question. Thanks for asking it, because our service is a county-wide service, and the refuge is just a tiny little bit of what we do.
That's amazing. I think one of the questions that I've heard come up, rightly or wrongly, is why don't they just leave?
It's a question that everybody asks, Anthony. It's a judgmental question. It's one of the saddest questions for a woman to hear, okay? Because that woman has experienced a level of violence that we can't imagine. That she's been, so just to put it into, we'll talk about a little bit about financial abuse. So her partner may have over time taken over all her finances, the cars in her name. He's coerced her into leaving the job. He controls all the finances, all the money. She might have 1 child, she might have 2 children, she might not have any children. So there's all of that. He has, through time, perhaps manipulated her into breaking relationships with family and friends. So now she's nobody to turn to. So it's not just as easy to say, I'm leaving. And actually the truth of it is, post-separation for 70% of women is a very dangerous time. Because at that stage, what can happen is the man continues to abuse financial controls. So she's left, I know I'm not paying maintenance, you're not getting a penny. And don't forget, this woman's confidence is broken. This woman went into this relationship probably very confident, and through time her confidence is gone. He may be manipulating her, saying, you're a bad mother, I'm going to report you to the Child and Family Services. He may be manipulating her through the court services, and coming across very well spoken, and I'm a pillar of the community, and who would believe you anyway? So all of this is going on. So and she knows this, because she knows this man inside and out. She's been walking on eggshells for years. So for any woman out there who is walking on eggshells, I need you to know that there is hope and there is support out there, because at that post-separation time, we are there. Wexford Women's Refuge is there to support you with our colleagues in the Gardaí, with our colleagues in Tusla, and with our colleagues in family support services, to support that woman through that process. So we would urge women to just pick up the phone and call our service.
Fabulous. I mean, it's extraordinary the work you guys do, and you know, certainly that awareness needs to be spread. Catherine, again, thanks for taking your time, and we're looking forward to be doing quite a lot with you this year. We're going to be together at the Bannon Rathangan show this year, and we'd encourage as many people to come and chat to us, and also maybe look at how you might support us in the future. And again, there'll be a link below here, so if anybody is watching this that might need support, please reach out. Thanks very much, Catherine.
Well, thanks, Anthony.